Okay, last time I did this, I assumed it was still on the channel, right? So I looked and I realized that it was gone. The last vid that I did on this was gone, and I was curious because I figured, I didn't know if you all have seen this or not, but I want you all to see it if you haven't. And this is for both my old and new subscribers because I have no idea if you guys have seen this video or not at all. As you can see, the channel's name is Michelle Chapala, and this is a link. As you see, Morgellons Cure AM Coast to Coast Part 1. The numbers is right there on the channel. I claim no copyright for this, but I wanted to get this out to everyone. I'm going to play this for you, as I am certain they would actually want me to.
Morgellons disease. We've talked a lot about it on this program. May have even been the first major network to talk about that. We're going to do it again when we come right back on Coast to Coast AM. And welcome back to Coast to...
Before I go any farther with this, again, I claim no copyright for this. This is not for any type of money making here. This is only for education, to educate the public. Understand that this Morgellons disease that's out there is related with the nanotech, of which they are spraying around on the surfaces with their hands. They lace Morgellon type nano with their hands. They lace this down on surfaces which other people will eventually touch, such as doorknobs, countertops, all types of things, even food, okay? This is how they're getting people infected. They have random people who are the perps going around doing this. And that's what the coronavirus is. They're using the whole name coronavirus as a means to cover the shit up for what it actually is. With that out of the way, let's continue. And I will leave a link in the description so you'll be able to get to this. And there's an important reason as to why I wanted to share this all with this is because there are doctors curing this stuff, okay? They are even helping TIs out there. Yes, they are helping TIs, all right?
Because, we've been talking for years now about Morgellons disease when not many institutions or health practitioners will even listen. Mark Chapala is an inventor, a researcher, student of biology, chemistry, physics, studied free energy inventions, works of Nikola Tesla, which, by the way, we're going to talk about Nikola next hour. In 2004, years after serving in the Army, Michael was coming home from work when he says his body simply came alive as if it had fleas. Michael then realized he was fighting Morgellons disease. He's presently involved in Morgellons testing. He's got a website development and internet marketing of information. We're going to talk with him about that. We'll take your calls as well. Michael, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. Tell me about this episode when you were coming home from work. Explain exactly what happened to you.
Well, a friend of mine was taking me to work every day. He had it unknown to me. And then one day, as we were leaving the office, all of a sudden my body came alive. It felt like I just had fleas all over my body. It was the most incredible experience. I didn't know what to think. It was just amazing. You just don't know what to do when something like that does happen.
Did it feel as if these fleas, we'll just call them fleas for now, there may not have been there, but does it feel like they were crawling under your skin?
Yes, just this crawling sensation, insects crawling all over your body. They hadn't yet started biting. They had just come out of the pores.
At this point, Michael, what do you think Morgellons might be?
Well, at that point, I thought maybe this was something that I had come in contact with. I always took care of stray animals. I'm an animal lover.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe I might have picked up something from one of the stray animals at that time. That's the only thing I could figure.
And you said your friend had it.
Well, what had happened was I went to the emergency room and told the doctor, and he proceeded to give me permethrin, which is simply a type...
Sorry, it says gone commercials. Again, I claim no copyright for that, but as you can see,
type of chemical
there's
that an extract of marigold, which is a type of nerve agent which kills any type of insect. It's like a weak,
A weak insecticidal,
yes,
isn't it? Yeah.
And what happened is they gave me this tube, and I started started using it. Well, it was, it was topical so it really didn't get to the root cause. And one day when I was visiting this guy, I noticed he had the same tube sitting there on his countertop. I knew right at that moment that I had caught it from him.
So it is contagious.
Well, actually, this disease originates from within the body. It moves towards the surface of the skin, and then at the surface of the skin, it goes through a metamorphosis. You have 4 different stages of life. First, you have a larva, and then it turns into a crawling insect.
So there are critters under there.
Yes, it's actual. I know this
Oh, my
is crazy. This is everyone at the sound of my voice is going to think that I'm insane, but I have to tell you, it's actual insects coming out of the pores of your skin.
Microscopic?
No, you can actually see them, but they're very small.
What do they look like? Like little tiny bed bugs? Ticks?
Well, they depending on what type of biological warfare they use, when they genetically combine these with the technology that they use, many times it could be ants, it could be super tiny spiders. It just depends on what they use at that time. It feels, in my case, it felt like ants.
And do they quickly breed under your skin, Michael?
Well, what happens is it grows within the body. It forms these threads. Many people talk about threads.
These fibers, right?
It forms its own neural network inside the body, slowly moving into all parts of the body, and then it comes through the surface of the skin. And if you want to do a test, if you have, anywhere at the sound of my voice, if you have a crawling sensation, I have come up with my own test that'll be proof positive. And if you're a medical professional, you might want to try this.
All right, how do we apply it? What do we do?
You simply take a lime or an orange, and you cut it. It has to be a fresh lime or a fresh orange.
Okay.
And you simply rub it on the skin. When the acid soaks into the pores, the insects are trying to leave the skin and trying to escape the acid environment and are killed. And so what you'll see is a bunch of very small, what looks like worms on the surface of the skin.
So those little fibers that you call worms, those are part of these little insects then?
Well, those fibers are actually further along in the stage of development.
How much longer?
Well, first you have the larva, and then at some point you have the crawling. At some point between the larva and the crawling insect, it develops a fiber. Then it changes into a crawling insect. Now this is going to get crazy. It turns into a crawling insect, and then finally the insect actually metamorphoses once again into an insect that jumps off the body like a flea. I mean, you can actually feel these things jumping off the body.
Now, can they go from body to body?
Yes, they can. They definitely can.
So that's probably how you got it then from your friend.
Absolutely. And then if they're still not treated, they'll actually they'll actually change a second time to that final stage where they appear to look like crane flies, which are actually super small fruit flies, and they'll fly around the sufferer. They'll fly around the person's head. They're smaller than normal fruit flies, and they're almost invisible. And the fruit flies are extra dark.
Okay, now, why isn't anyone, because we've been talking about this for years, Michael, and, mainstream medicine just kind of shoves it under the old carpet. What's going on in terms of real medicine investigating this?
Well, as best that I can see, it's a combination of a number of things. In the 30s, a psychiatrist coined the phrase parasitosis. Any person that imagines that they're feeling some type of imaginary parasite
Right.
is automatically termed mentally ill. Okay?
Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
I believe that this thing was created be incurable by the people who put it into effect.
Explain that.
Well,
Is this a little virus weapon that has gone astray or something?
this is a very intentional thing. It was actually called H19. There is a researcher. What happened was approximately 150 microbiologists got together to create this bioweapon. It was called H19, and many believe that it was NASA and Monsanto working together. Now, I'm not the...
Well, let me ask you this. Why would they do that?
Well, I'm not one of these, this conspiracy theory type of people, but when you have insects crawling out of your skin, you suddenly take a really hard look at what's real. And what's happening is, I've looked at your schedule of your major programs, and you go into many things like UFOs and ESP and all that.
We do it all, Michael.
Yeah, I noticed. And you probably had quite a few programs on Nibiru.
Yes.
Okay. Now, as we know that the Earth is actually showing the signs of some alternative gravitational force as our axis is actually changing. And what I believe is happening is that Nibiru is coming into its alignment. Okay, it's slowly moving into our solar plane. And since it is a dwarf, a burned out star, it's also been tracked for the last 50 years. Now, it can't be viewed with a normal telescope because it's not giving off light, but it is giving off heat at a very low level. So only the top, the top scientists throughout the world.
Now on digital,
Bring it on.
It takes mad skills
Sorry
to
about
stay
that.
alive in the game.
Who have these special, super sensitive infrared telescopes can actually see this thing coming.
Also, again, I claim no copyright for that, and apologies for the commercials. The commercials.
Now, they know it's coming, and quite a few people in the movers and shakers of the world, they know what we're about to enter. I believe that we're very close to the tribulation period.
Well, Michael, hold on for a second.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused how this ties into Morgellons.
Oh, it all comes together. I'll explain to you. And once you see it, you'll see how wicked a web it weaves. They have been intentionally spreading this with chemtrails in our atmosphere. Just a fog of metal components, of metal dust, and hiding this organism in there, this genetically created artificial form of life, for the sole purpose of infecting mankind. The people that are behind all this, some people, call them the shadow government and all that sort of thing, they know that in the very near future, we're going to have civil unrest.
So you're convinced that Morgellons, which is a real affliction affecting a lot of people out there, where medicine
Yes.
doesn't seem to be doing much about it, was concocted, was created.
Yes. It was created for the sole purpose of controlling society in general.
Now, did you always believe this? When you came down with this, you probably thought, I've got a disease here. How did you get into this other area?
Well, I just started doing the research, and I actually talked to one of the researchers that put this together. There is the number one researcher for Morgellons. The number one person in the know is actually trying to avoid contact by the government. This person has been putting videos up on YouTube.
All right, hold on for a second. We're already at the bottom of the hour. We're going to come back in a moment. Those of you who think you might have this affliction, check in with us. We'll open up the phone lines in a moment on Coast to Coast AM. And welcome back to Coast. I'm George Norrie. We're with Michael Chapella. We're going to take your calls in just a moment. Michael has Morgellons. Michael, how has this affected your life? Relationships, jobs? It's got to be frustrating. How do you even sleep?
Well, actually, I've been experimenting on myself, and every time, as the owner of the website, morgellonscure.com, I have all these people calling me all the time. I take all the input from everyone that calls me, and I've been keeping track of what works and what doesn't. Presently, I am almost 100% cured, so I have a normal life. But at the beginning, it was really terrible.
Are you working with doctors, or are you doing this all on your own now?
Well, the doctors don't have a clue. They basically were never trained.
Do they think there's something wrong with you mentally?
Well, anyone that goes to the doctor and tells them that they feel that they have these insects crawling on their body, and they can't show the doctor a living insect, they automatically assume parasitosis. And the natural reaction is to try to hold them for 3 days for observation, and they'll actually, put them in a hospital, mental institution for 3 days.
Well, can't you, when they're crawling around and when some of them do come out, can't you...
I'm sorry for pausing it here, but I know to some of you who are fellow targeted individuals, you know why that procedure is there. They put that procedure there, for the mental institution thing, to basically, get rid of us, to have an excuse to get rid of us if we ever go as far as reporting this to a doctor. Doesn't it sound a little bit strange that will be, the go-to thing? I mean, a dog can catch fleas, right? A dog can catch fleas and ticks, a type of parasite, right? And a dog is basically a living thing, just as both you and me are, right? So why? I mean, a regular person can catch all kinds of things. So the fact that they would just go as far as clear you off as mentally ill, that sounds like something very that sounds like a cover up, an attempt at a cover up, man. Seriously.
Scoop them up and put them in a little dish or something and bring them in?
You actually can, but the doctors really don't. They don't have any. Since they weren't trained to recognize that type of creature, they have and their belief is, well, I'm trained, you're not, and I know more than you. You really have very little credibility, and so they automatically refer directly to that idea of parasitosis.
Does this skew all ages, Michael?
Yes, absolutely.
Little kids, adults, older people?
Even dogs and cats.
Oh my gosh. Now, you can't eradicate it. Like you said, you've almost cured it yourself. You're doing this naturally?
Yes, using a series of different things. It's a kill, cleanse strategy. The organism has a number of weaknesses, and those weaknesses are, well, for one thing, it's microscopic. Also, it's sensitive to magnetic fields, and also it has a slow growth rate. It's also made up of proteins, so we can use magnetism. We can break down the proteins using green papaya powder. There are many different ways that we can slow down its growth and affect its ability to procreate.
How frustrating is this, Michael, for people who have this? I have fielded calls for years now from people, some of whom have cried on the air when they have this. How frustrating is it for them?
Well, every person that's ever called me, the first call was always like I was operating some suicide hotline. But after they got through talking to me, I was able to actually bring them to a point where they're now living normal lives. And just recently, 2 people have told me that they are 100% cured using my protocol.
Of every 10...
You see that? Now here's the thing. This directed energy stuff we're being beamed with is to control the nanotech within our bodies that are forming these webs, these strands of Morgellons within our systems. these things that are doing this have an electrical magnetic charge through their infrastructure, which is allowing them to beam out a frequency that is channeled onto, from our genetical frequency code onto these weapons and vice versa. That's how they're basically turning us into a device, basically, that they are using to connect via Wi-Fi technology when it comes to a lot of these, these satellites and stuff, and a lot of this stuff. That I mean, think about it, right? Really think about it here. An electronic device has several components to it, right? But it also has radiation in it, just like the phones, just like a radio. All of these things, all of them, man. Even the speaker system. All of these things have electrically magnetic components. If you look at the human biology and the human bodies, I mean, the human organs and stuff like that, it's the same thing, except it's more of a bio infrastructure, basically. More of bioenergy than a regular man-made energy, So it's the same thing, but dealing with the living organism. All you do is shot it up with a few, modified stuff within it to attach to certain things, the wiring, which is in devices and stuff like that. You see wiring in there. You see electrical magnetic currents in there. And then when you got something in there to make said connections, hence the nanotech, there you go. Now the reason why I'm reposting this is because I believe they took the last time I made this vid, I believe they took it down. And it wasn't just this one, it was another one too. It was a doctor who is still curing this stuff even today. Even today. He's doing this even for TIs, man. He's doing it for targeted individuals. They took it down because they did not want you to know. This is MM's TI Strategy Guide. Once again, stay tuned for the next video because that video is going to have the doctor in it. And I also want to clarify, I claim no copyright for this video or the channel that's being displayed in said video.